Good Sunday morning to you. It is going to be another beautiful day. Highs in the mid and upper 70s. Beautiful sunshine. I mean, the weather is amazing. We do need the rain, but the weather is absolutely phenomenal. If you want to get outside, enjoy it, do yard work. Did a lot of yard work yesterday. It's awesome out there. So the sunshine's going to stick around. It is going to get a little bit hotter as the high kind of shifts a little bit to the east. We get a little bit more warmer air this week. I mean, we're talking upper 70s. Around 80. It's pretty seasonable to slightly below normal, so not terrible. Nighttime lows are still getting really chilly with the dry air around until we get into about Wednesday, when I think humidity will come up a little bit as winds will shift slightly, and a little bit of a disturbance and related to this front is going to come down. Now, this cool air originally looked like it was headed straight for our region, but first it's going to dump here into the Midwest. So next weekend I thought was going to be cool. It's going to take it a few days, and maybe because of that, we're going to squeeze out some showers and storms, even though it may come over the weekend, welcoming the rain. So here's Thursday, where we hope we get some showers and storms to come through here. That is our first shot of rain. And then we kind of stay in this warmer, a little bit warmer pattern. And then here's the front that's going to try to line up for Sunday. And then that Sunday front will come through, but it doesn't look very wet. But we gotta hope that maybe it slows down a little bit and gives us a little more moisture. Now, this is a really cool air mass, so it's early next week. Once that front comes through, winds will pick up. We'll get a much cooler air mass into the region. The real cool air stays just above the border. I mean, this is cold enough for snow. You're seeing it kind of pick that up in regions. It's just a little bit, and we're into September, so there you go. The burn months, right? The cooler months will come in. Now, this shows kind of this high pressure really trying to hold on and wedge down here to the mountains. Even though this low is coming across, I think eventually the low is going to win out and we will warm up some. But in the longest long range, even though we warm up, here comes another cooler shot of air behind it as another front comes through. So it warms up briefly and then we cool back off. And we can look at the upper level anomalies to see that exact thing. So here we are today, obviously much below normal in the upper atmosphere, which is why we're having the cool, very cool nights. I mean, it got down to 47 degrees here last night. Cool air is sticking around, through Monday and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, it kind of erodes a little bit. You see this bowling ball here coming down. Originally, like I said, it's going to dump here in the middle part of the country and slow down. Doesn't quite make it to us yet on this first hit. So that's what I thought. I thought originally this cool air was going to come down, but it doesn't. But guys, this is freezing weather. I mean, they're going to get their early frosts and freezes here in the middle part of the country. Probably not super anomalous that it would happen this year, but it is definitely anomalously cold. Obviously, this is way below normal temperature-wise. And we're talking, 15, 20 degrees below normal. So there's the warm-up because we're getting the southwest wind. So next weekend, maybe we'll see some 80s. We could see some 80s even in the middle part of this week. Before this front comes through. And once that front comes through, the cooler air does invade again. And, it doesn't look quite as cold as what it was here in the middle part of the country, but this could mean some cold nights for sure. 40s for sure. No problem at all. Again. And then it looks like it tries to warm up again. And like I said before, maybe some reinforcing cooler air, boom, comes in here later in that time period, and then we'll have to see. This looks like maybe we'll transition out of this cooler pattern as Canada warms up and our source region changes for the air, and maybe troughiness hits out into the west. So that's kind of what we're looking at overall with the pattern. So rain chances there, definitely Wednesday. We've got to hope for rain. It's only about a 50% chance, so widespread rain may or may not come true. This model was a little more generous. Again, maybe Sunday, Monday before a chilly shot, and then staying below normal, and then potentially getting back above normal for a bit. We'll have to see, or around normal. Overall, rain chances are just meager for us in our region. Nothing obviously over the next 24 hours, but through even the 7 days, maybe a quarter to a half an inch is possible. That doesn't even show a half an inch here on the Weather Prediction Center's outlook. We'll need the rain. I think we're headed to a drought, at least in the short term. And we'll have to see if that sticks around. We can hope that the pattern changes. Although we may be, here or there on this, I tend to think as we see the pattern set up in fall, it tends to translate into winter. So hopefully we get out of this pattern of dryness also, it tends to mess up the foliage as the trees start to get stressed. They lose their leaves faster than just allowing them to transition to the nice foliage. All right, have an awesome Sunday. This is your Loudoun County Weather Outlook.